Okay, and then this brings us to this Rodney Hinton Jr. So this is the guy whose Dindu son got killed by cops after pointing a gun at them. And then he, the dad, went out and just found a white cop and murdered him and is now facing trial for that.
Police say 18-year-old Ryan Hinton aims his gun at officers.
He's got a gun!
Police shoot and kill him. Today on MLK Drive, a deputy is working traffic control for UC graduation when a driver crashes into him.
There is a connection between these two incidents.
Chief, is the person who hit the deputy the father of the person who was shot yesterday?
Yes.
Ryan Hinton's father, 38-year-old Rodney Hinton, is charged with aggravated murder in the deputy's death. He was taken to University Hospital in critical condition. Hours later, the Hamilton County Sheriff's deputy dies.
So now blacks are turning this guy into a hero. Do you want to get white people wiled up? The word's riled, but okay. Start a GoFundMe for this brother. Then that brings us to this video. Okay, so this is from Philip Scott Podcast. I can tell he is like a disciple of Tariq Nasheed. It's funny how these guys never get any kind of attention, even though they're massive. And it's crazy how many views these videos get, but there's so many black people. If you ever busted through into black Twitter, you know what you're like, oh wow, I got millions of views.
Pretty sure many of you have heard the story of Rodney Hinton Jr. His son was killed by the Cincinnati police. And the following day after he viewed his son's body, he went and saw a deputy out in the road and decided to, take matters into his own hands and enact an eye for an eye with the situation. Of course, he was arrested. And I want you to see this footage from the courtroom, how these police showed up in there, like trying to intimidate Brother Rodney. And Brother Rodney, I want you to see how he responded to it.
Good morning, Mr. Hinton. Good morning. He said good morning, Judge. He's very soft-spoken. Okay. All right.
And boy, them white cops was looking so angry and upset. Oh, they look like they just like, oh, can I string him up right now? And that brother just walked right by and looked at all of them in the eye. He didn't duck his head. He wasn't scared, any of that. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, what? What do you want to do? You know what I'm saying? See, they are afraid of that. They're afraid of black people responding in that manner. See, when you had the civil rights generation, only thing they wanted you to do is just do right. Okay? When one of these old race soldiers took the life of a black person, they wanted you to get them.
The race soldiers is the police. The police are the race soldiers taking the lives of black people. You cannot reason with these people because they just make up whatever is good for their side. They just lie and they all get on board with it immediately, right? OJ Simpson is innocent. The cops are just murdering us for being black. We're not criminals.
Arrested and have them put in jail. That's what they wanted, right? A lot of them were saying they forgive you for taking the lives of black people. That's what the civil rights generation wanted with you. This new generation, not so much. This new generation is really not about a bunch of praying and begging for y'all to ask for forgiveness and all that sort of thing like that. See, this father here, right? Think about all the years he saw black boys and young black men lose their life at the hands of these police. And it's always the same usual suspects, right? Taking the life of a young black man.
The usual
and after
suspects.
years and years and years and years
The
of seeing
police.
this, including what happened with George Floyd, okay? After years of seeing this, and Rodney would have never thought that would have been his son. After all these years, he didn't seen this. And he saw his son Remember, this happened.
It's so insane because we see white people murdered by black criminals on a daily basis. And you think, well, it's not going to be me. It's not going to be my kid. The dad that we just watched who just lost his 22-year-old daughter, he didn't think his family was going to get murdered by a black. And that's way more common. It happens way more than police killing black criminals, actually. Like, blacks kill white people more than the police kill blacks, actually. You know, it's upside down. It's backwards. It's so obvious. Like, what are we even doing? It just makes me angry because we listen to these people like James Lindsay and Ben Shapiro who don't want to address this. They don't show you this. They'll show you Shiloh saying the N-word. They won't show you, oh, look, just like the Carmelo Anthony story I ignored a month ago and the way the black community all rallied around him. Now blacks are rallying around another murderer who killed an innocent white person. And we're just not going to talk about that because it's too awkward and we don't get to like sit on our moral high horse of being racially blind. So we can't talk about the way black people organize and collectivize.
2 hours after he saw his son's body and he identified his son's body. 2 hours later, he went and targeted the deputy. Now, some people may say, well, he should have went and got the guy that did it. In a perfect world, maybe some people would be correct.
He's justifying
some
this.
people clearly are like, if you take mine, I'm gonna take one of yours, no matter who it is, right? That's just really what it is now.
This is how they think. One of mine and one of yours.
The folks would be like, everybody can't take the law into their own hands. Well, when you have the Republicans and the Democrats not want to get rid of qualified immunity to hold these police officers more accountable, and when you keep seeing these police officers get off of doing these killings on black people, you kind of create a Rodney Hinton. You kind of create that. And now they all in police up there looking at him, standing like, come on, the judge knew what they were doing. The judge would say, we don't need all y'all in here. Go somewhere with that. Especially standing that close to him. Why? There was no reason for all of them to be in there, but they wanted to intimidate him, like scam him. Like that brother, like, man, and what?
Actually, it's just better you don't relax. So they're saying, we're going to make sure that if this guy suddenly bursts into a violent fit, we're going to subdue him quickly. We're not going to let him hurt anybody else because he's it's like an animal. It's like having a dangerous animal that you're watching over. You need to be ready to deal with it.
Let's say, someone say, well,
the
he was running out of a stolen car. You don't know what was going on. There's been no investigation. And let's just go ahead on and say, let's play your game. Let's say he was still in a car. You do know if you are convicted of vehicle theft, the penalty from a judge isn't the death penalty. You know that, right? So,
what are we talking about?
Taking someone's life for vehicle theft is not what a judge would have sentenced. So, you don't get to just do whatever you want to do. You can't.
Oh, so the kid, the 18-year-old, had stolen a vehicle. That's why the cops were chasing him. And he's like, well, just because he stole a vehicle. So first he's like, well, we don't know if he stole a vehicle, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, probably he didn't. And then it's like, and even if he did, that doesn't mean he gets the death penalty. It's like, no, the death penalty is for pointing a gun at cops who don't want to die. That's holy shit, man. And they just eat it up.
Right? He didn't remember he was unarmed. He didn't have a gun on him. He didn't have a gun. The cop claimed he heard.
His background is like clip art, by the way. Like, it looks so bad. In the age of AI, surely you could come up with something better than this.
Something, right? He heard a gun. Or you don't know which one did it. It was a bunch of them ran out of the car. How you know it was his? How do you know? And let's say he did drop. Let's say if it was his. Did he point it at you? No, he didn't. He was running. He didn't point it at you. So I want to know what's going to happen to the cop that did this. And that cop should feel horrible right now because he took that young man's life and now another man that had nothing to do with it lost his. because of what he done. So that's two people lives that basically he is responsible for.
Obviously, everything this guy's saying is so retarded, it's not even worth responding to. It all starts off with the guy stealing the car, and that's what you have in a lot of these situations. Whatever kind of a deep analysis you want to do on who did what, it always starts off with a black person doing something they're not supposed to be doing, whether it's Carmelo Anthony being where he's not supposed to be, or this kid stealing a car. You don't get to say, oh, the cop who shot the kid is responsible for the dad murdering a different cop, when none of this would have happened if the kid was just following the law.
He did that. All you had to do was just catch him. That's the only thing y'all had to do. Y'all could have caught him because they can't outrun the radio.
This is one of the smarter ones. Yeah, all the other ones tune in to get this guy's insightful, high IQ takes.
So y'all would have caught him, right? Just do some good police work. But no, you want to pull your weapon out and blast on a young black man. And now all this is going on now. And now people are saying, hey, Rodney Hinton's family, where's their give, send, go? A lot of people saying, hey, where's it at? We want to go it on and give him some money for a good defense. But where's his give, send, go? Because plenty of people would definitely love to donate to his defense. You know what I'm saying? So you look at somebody who had no criminal record, and did something like this. I mean, it's some people just not going to let you take their children away from them.
Eye for an eye, mess with the wrong one.
And so I'll tell the politicians, fix it. Get these police in control. Get them in control. Get rid of qualified immunity. That way they won't be so quick to fire on somebody. Because the politicians' fault. Y'all the one wanting to keep qualified immunity. It's the Democrats and the Republicans. It's both of them. You can't point at one or the other. Because when Biden was in office, he didn't want to get rid of qualified immunity for him. He didn't want to do it. What did Biden say? He was going to fund the police. He said, fund them, and fund them. He said that. That's the Democrats.
They're all just totally rallying around this guy because anytime the cops kill a black kid, it's the cop's fault. And so then everything stems from that. Hey, what up, family? Ding Dong. It is I, your boy LP, and the clip you just watched is from my live stream show, The Daily Cope, which I do 4 to 5 times a week on Rumble, Odyssey, and my other YouTube channel. I will link all of them below if you want to check it out. And thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day, and I will catch you on the flip side. Peace out.